Hi. Um, I just, as you may know, I've been doing some videos predominantly around how to put a cash flow forecast together and all the main parts that you need to be looking at. I think we've done like three now. There's going to be a few more. I think it's going to be like a five-part. If I can make it a five-part series, then that would be cool. But I just wanted to just have a different chat and put some other content out there. You know, I don't know who watches this channel. I don't know if anybody watches this channel, to be truthful. I don't know if I'm just talking to myself and just spinning the wheels, but I just wanted to put it out there because what I think is, I just wanted to have a little bit of honesty because what I think I get worried about and what I get upset about is that I get so much, people get bombarded with this online stuff about, do this, or this, I'm selling this, or, 10x your sales here, or 20x your subscribers there, or whatever. And, as a small to medium sized business owner like yourself, it's tough, right? You know where to look. You got to be a master of a jack of all trades and a master of none. Sometimes I think you got to be a master of all trades, especially the most important ones. And when you're out there building your sales profile, looking at your backlog and trying to build your pipeline and do your production and whatever, you got so many balls in the air and. Then you get bombarded with people like me who say, "Oh, do this," and "Oh, do that," and "Oh, do the other." I'll sell you this and I'll sell you that, wanting a part of you, a part of your business, and to be truthful, I'd been working for a company for a long time, and I got made redundant a while back, and I didn't know what to do. Seriously didn't know what to do. I started looking for jobs, and the job market was really tough because that's what I knew, and that's the only thing I knew. And then I came up with this idea. I thought, well, what have I got? What could I help people with? What have I done? What am I useful at? And I do enjoy other things other than what my work is, but my work, as I've done 30 years of this nonsense. I know 30 years of this nonsense, and I've worked with all different types of companies, small and large, and big, covering multiple geographic regions, or companies which are just local, and that's the only thing I knew how to do. Help people that way. I helped them, and what I found, and what was, when I sat down and thought about it in the corporate game, I was becoming really disillusioned with it, because it did become a game and not become a service. I wasn't helping. I was just ticking boxes. I had to get this report out by this day. I had to get this thing out by this day. I had to, I wasn't allowed to say if anything that was potentially bad news. You had to spin it in a way that it looked good. And because everybody was, the whole thing that they thought about was just meeting KPI freaking targets so that they could get their bonus by the end of the year, right? And that's all it was. And it's mind-numbingly, it's soul-destroying, because you see issues in companies, right? Especially the bigger ones, and you want to help because that's what you're there to do. You want to help put it right, and these people weren't interested at all. They weren't interested at all. So when I got made redundant, I had to have a think about what I really wanted to do. And while I probably where you have to go and do a real job and work, what I did want to do was to help. And who could I help? Well, I couldn't really help the big ones. They really don't care, and I don't really want to be truthful, because they're so freaking arrogant in the way that they go at business. It's awful. I just don't like this corporate thing. And the only people I could think about that I wanted to help was smaller smaller businesses and medium-sized businesses, especially after people, that pandemic, where they lost their jobs or they got laid off for whatever reason, and they decided that they were going to go on their own and try and do something and set their business up. And I had a couple of friends of mine that tried to do it and they didn't succeed. And I thought, could I have helped them at that time? And I was so insular in myself at that point in time because of the situation that we were in. I wasn't going to rock any boats, and honestly, I didn't reach out to try to help them, and I didn't like myself for that. So I wanted to help now. I wanted to do something worthwhile. I've been doing this for 30 years, and I'd go on, the people that I made the most difference with were those which were the smaller companies, where whatever I was helping with seemed to make a difference to them. And that's what I wanted to do this time. So I spent a bunch of period of time trying to put a course together, and I thought, well, what kind of course would I want to do for people, or for business owners? And I thought about how about financial reporting, or this, or the whole batch load of stuff, system implementation, because I've done that. And then I thought the biggest thing that I've overseen that worries small to medium-sized business owners is cash. It's always cash. Where am I going to get the cash from? Where am I going to get the cash from? So when I started up this thing, I built a course. I didn't know if anybody would want it. I really didn't. But I still don't know. I got to be honest. I still don't know if anybody would want it. But what I did know is that this course, if someone had it, would help them. And if I could give my time at least once a week for an hour or so with the people who took the course to answer any questions and to advise and to guide, then I thought that would be worthwhile. I thought that would be worthwhile while doing, And I tried to, once I put that course together, and there's all this nonsense. Oh, you need to build an authority group in Facebook. That's what you need to do. That's the thing. Authority group. And so I thought, okay, I took a course. I actually did take a course on building courses through the authority groups in Facebook. And I'm not a marketer. I'm not a digital marketer. I know nothing about marketing. And I followed this thing by the letter. I got nowhere. Seriously, got nowhere. I didn't do nothing. In fact, the only thing I got was, right, because they said, oh, you get into these groups for businesses and whatever. So the only thing I got were people trying to sell me digital marketing services. I can 10x your followers. I can 50x your whatever the hell it is. And I got fed up, really fed up of getting these. And I know that it's all this influencer lifestyle right now, right? And everybody's an influencer. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody and his dog is an influencer. I mean, they're coming out of the woodwork, and I don't know who these people are. I can do this, or I can get your digital marketing, or I can improve you. I don't know. So I was lost, completely lost. And then the only thing I thought I could do was to go and set up a channel, YouTube channel, and try to be me. And it's difficult, especially when you're looking at a camera. It's difficult being me just looking at this camera, to be honest. I think, I can get beat. And then I'm being somebody that I'm not. I'm trying to be something that these people are on these Instagram pages or whatever the hell it is, right? And, hey, look at me. I can do this to help you. Always. Anyway, all I wanted to say is, as a small to medium-sized business owner, and I'm not talking about just people who are influencers online or selling stuff. I'm talking about the bricks and mortar guys, which I consider, I know I may be archaic, but I consider those to be the hardest types of business and the real type of business, because if you're invested in that, you have my complete admiration. You have complete admiration. It's tough. You've got to be everywhere. You've got to have eyes everywhere. You've got to be looking everywhere. You've got to be looking at your sales. How am I going to get my order book? I got to be looking at my operations. I got to be looking at my overheads, controlling those. You've got to be everything. And I really admire you. I mean it. I really, really freaking admire you. And for people who have the balls and the guts and the determination to do that, and if they don't succeed because they don't understand cash management and cash flow forecasting and looking at that, because cash is what keeps you alive. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Profit, yeah, okay, fair enough. Profit's paper, right? And profit is used for another reason. It's used to try to gain some credibility with your banks, and if you're going to go for some investors, blah, 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 blah. But you can have $1 million in profit and $1 million negative in cash, and I don't care. You ain't not going to survive just on a profit if you ain't got the cash, right? Cash is so much more vital for small to medium-sized business owners than profit is. Of course, profit shows how well you're managing the business. Like I said, it's a different indicator. But for survival, it's got to be cash. It has to be cash. And if businesses fail because of a lack of understanding of cash, that's awful, because it's so simple. It really is so simple. And that's what I want to do. I want to help. I want to help you understand it. I want to help you master it. I called it mastery because I meant it. I want you to be so confident with how you manage your cash. You don't have to worry about it. Just review it. Concentrate on the other things that you need to do with your business. And cash management you have to be disciplined, but it's so simple. And once you get the concepts right, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult, I'll be honest. And I cover all of that in this course that I've put together. I'm here to just tell you about it, of course. I have a blog as well. All the links I have in the descriptions, and you can have a look at them and see what you think. But if you want to know a little more, if you want to get to grips with it, I would really want to help you. I really want to help you. And I know that the course is a little bit expensive, and I get it. But book a time with me and we can chat about that. We can chat about any payment plans or any things like that in order to make it worthwhile. If it's something that you want, if it's something that you want to do. If it's not, then that's fair enough. I just wanted to put it out there. I just wanted to be a bit of honesty, right? Because if we were to work together through this course and through a group, you want me to be honest. And I think that's the main thing. Anyway, I wasted 15 minutes of your time and I'm really sorry about that. If you got to 15 minutes, maybe nobody ever really looks at this. I don't know. But if you are, and you do want to have a chat, click the link below and book some time, and we can get 30 minutes and just have a chat. And maybe nothing will come of it. Who knows? Maybe I can tell me a little bit about what your business is and how the struggles you have, and maybe I can just throw a bit of light on stuff. You don't have to buy anything or anything like that. I also have an ebook. There's a link below as well. It's like 7 strategies that business owners should use, and that's a pay what you like type thing. It's there, and there's strategies you can implement immediately. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to be honest. I really want to help because it's important for me to help. Makes me feel good to help and to see. Nothing will give me greater pleasure than to see a business that I help succeed, and I mean that completely honestly. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hope that we get to speak sometime. But if we don't, best of luck in your business. I really mean that. Best of luck in your business. I wish you all the success.